Hey guys, Deanne here from Canada Abroad, and thanks so much for tuning in. Today I just wanted to do, a really clear, quick overview of what is OINP. Because when I do consultations, a lot of people get mixed up with what is OINP, how is it different from a PNP or express entry, are they the same thing? So I'm gonna give you, the clearest explanation that I can. So a lot of people out there have heard of PNPs, which is provincial nominations, and they know that those can become quite important for people looking to immigrate to Canada because either they can be used to add points to an express entry profile, 600 points, or if a nomination was received and it's not an express entry program, they can just apply directly for permanent residence. So what OINP is, it's the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, and it is a PNP. It's Ontario's PNP, so Ontario's Provincial Nominee Program. Now, if you go through a provincial nominee program, that's step one. You still always have to submit documents to IRCC at the end of the day. So if you're going through a PNP, including OINP, it's a two-step process. So the first step is to get invited to apply for the nomination. And this can happen in one of two ways. One is you could be in the express entry system with a valid express entry profile, and you could be targeted through one of Ontario's or OINP's express entry streams. If they pick you based on your occupation code and your comprehensive ranking system score, they will send you a notification of interest. You'll receive it, and then you'll have 45 days to submit a complete application to Ontario or OINP, Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program. And when you submit that application, you have to pay $1,500. They will then review the application, and if it's approved, they will issue you with the provincial nomination, and then that will get loaded to your express entry profile, and you'll get the extra 600 points. So then more than likely you're going to get an invitation to apply in the next round of draws that happens. Once you get that invitation to apply, you have 60 days to submit an application for permanent residence to IRCC. And then it goes from there. If you are applying through one of OINP's different programs, so let's say that you have a job offer and you're working in Ontario and you want to go through one of their job offer streams. Well, the first step there is you actually have to go to OINP's website and fill out an expression of interest. Once you fill out your expression of interest, which is free, they will give you a score based on OINP scoring system. So this is a new, different scoring system separate from express entry. They then draw people from different job offer streams based on their occupations and their score, so combination. If you're picked, then you receive a notification of interest. Then you only have 14 days to submit your full application to OINP and pay the $1,500 Canadian provincial government fee. Once you've submitted it, they will review it. It can take 2-3 months depending on the time of year and their backlogs. If it's approved, they will send you a provincial nomination certificate, your PNP certificate. And then what you're going to do is you're going to apply for permanent residence directly to IRCC. So there's no waiting to be picked from there. As soon as you have your certificate, you can go put together your application for permanent residence and submit it to IRCC online. But it goes through the PR portal, not at all linked to the express entry portal. And then once you've submitted it, I think the last time I checked, the processing time was 16 months for permanent residency to come through. It's about 10 months longer than express entry applications for permanent residence. But again, in the meantime, you could apply for bridging types of open work permits so that you could maintain your employment in Canada while waiting for your permanent residence to come through. So in summary, OINP is a provincial nominee program, a PNP, and it can be linked to express entry or it can be separate from express entry. But OINP and express entry are not the same thing. They're very separate things, and they can be two different steps in your immigration journey. So thank you guys, as always, for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with all the latest Canadian immigration news and updates.